Welcome back to another video with the Unspecialist. This time around, we're going to be talking about fun and why it probably shouldn't be a primary focus in your life, especially when it comes to work. This video was prompted by a live stream by another YouTuber, Ogiamien. You should definitely check him out, thought-provoking content. But the title of his live stream was, "What if you can't find your purpose?" And I agree with many of the sentiments that Ike expressed, especially the one that successful persons tend to describe your purpose in a very nebulous manner. It's like, hey, find something that you really like, dedicate all your energy to it, focus on it, and you're going to be successful. Once it's fun and you enjoy it and you like it, you're going to be successful. All it takes is hard work and, finding your purpose or enjoying it and so on. But when you really think about it, and this is where you have to pay attention to what people do and not what they say, you look at the lives of many of these successful people and you notice that that's not how it worked for them. Ike used a dry cleaning example. So I don't think anyone can say, hey, dry cleaning is my purpose or dry cleaning is fun. But dry cleaning is something that works. And once you dedicate your energy to it and you develop a successful business model, you're going to be successful. To paraphrase something else he said quite nicely, dry cleaning might not be fun, but it's a lot more fun to have an extra $100,000 in my pocket. And that makes perfect sense. So here are 3 reasons from me why I think that fun shouldn't be the focus of your life, especially when it comes to work or business. Reason number 1 is that fun is fleeting. If your dream is running on fun, you're going to run out of gas and you're going to run out real fast. This is something that I alluded to in my video, Motivation is Overrated. Because many times we think that we need some sort of external motivation to actually go ahead and be successful. So we're left waiting for that stimulus to just get up and go at it. The problem with that is when you're hoping or waiting for something to be fun or doing something because it is fun, that emotion or feeling may pass. And when it does, you're deflated, you're no longer motivated, and you're not going to do exactly what you want to do because it's not fun anymore. So yes, it gives you great stimulation or energy to do what you want to do, but what happens when that motivation is gone? Did you take the time to build systems or structures that can continue the process even when you're not motivated so that you can produce high results or great results regardless? Something else I mentioned in that video about motivation. If not, then definitely you shouldn't be having fun as the focus because you don't have all the other framework around it to ensure the success of your idea or project. Quite possibly the best thing and the worst thing about fun is that it gives you this great rush. So when it's gone, you're left waiting for the rush again, kind of like a crack fiend or a cocaine addict. Not obviously quite the same, but you get where I'm trying to go with this. Which leads me to the second reason why fun probably shouldn't be your primary focus. And that's because fun is often impractical. As I mentioned in the first point, you'll often have an idea, and when the fun is gone, all your motivation is gone. And while waiting for the next high from the fun, you may realize that the idea that you had wasn't practical. It wasn't feasible, but you were illogically and emotionally invested in it because it was fun and you were enjoying yourself. But after the enjoyment subsides, you realize, wow, you spent or wasted a lot of time on something that made little to no sense. And that's why the title of this video is Don't Do What's Fun, Do What Works. Because if it works, it's testable, measurable. You can see it having a track record of working or working in the present. If it's a relatively novel or innovative idea, and it's something that can also work in the future, regardless of your mental state, which is something that, again, I referenced in the video about motivation. This needs to be something with robust systems and structures so that it can work and produce high quality or good results no matter what. That's the ultimate test of a good idea or a good system. So clearly, you can see that when fun is the foundation, you tend to forget a lot of the other factors that would help you to determine or realize exactly how good or effective your idea can be in the present and in the future. Which brings me to the third and final point, and that's that fun is often very far from where innovation is. I could be wrong here, but many times I think we tend to associate innovation with fun, innovative ideas, products, or any sort of innovative creation with fun. And that isn't a wrong or bad association. However, that association generally comes after the idea or product has actually been realized. I'm sure we all know the saying, necessity is the mother of invention. Well, right next to necessity, we could probably add boredom as a brother to necessity. Some of your best ideas, and I can definitely speak for myself, some of my best ideas have come from times of boredom when I'm just sitting alone, no distractions, just kind of caught up in my thoughts. You tend to have some pretty interesting, wild, or crazy ideas. The same can be said for times of necessity. When you're in a struggle, there's a problem that you're faced with. The desire to solve that problem tends to bring forth innovative ideas. However, what the boredom and the necessity have in common is that it's not necessarily, or it's definitely not, a fun time. So if fun is your focus, you're going to realize that oftentimes when you're having fun or enjoying yourself in the moment, especially when it comes to the idea itself, is going to be far or on the opposite end of the spectrum from innovation. Those innovative and great ideas are often going to need to come from a tough time or a period of boredom where there's not much going on. Obviously, this isn't applicable to every situation. However, what is important to note is that I'm not saying that fun and innovation don't go together. They most certainly do. However, fun most often is not at the inception of that innovative process. It's most often the result of that innovative process, which is why I said, and the title of the video, just to repeat, is that you shouldn't do what's fun, you should do what works. Because once you start with something that has a track record of working, is working now, or can work in the future, you're gonna have something that may not necessarily be fun in the moment, but when you start to reap the results and the success from it, you're gonna have fun, or it's gonna free up time for you to have a lot more fun. All in all, I think the biggest takeaway should be that fun should not be the focus, it should be a byproduct, and the purpose of work is to get stuff done. So fun could just be a part of the process. Maybe you're lucky or fortunate to have a job or a role or an idea that's fun, but most certainly the focus should be on function and ensuring that things work, not on fun. And you've seen the reasons why. Now, this was just me putting together some ideas and thoughts that came to mind after watching the live stream from Ike. So I'm sure there's going to be lots of you that disagree, have interesting perspectives to share, or maybe even agree with some or all of the points that I've shared. So be sure to start the discussion and let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content in the future. This is the Unspecialist saying, if you put fun first and function last, don't be surprised when your business or idea doesn't last. Peace.